The Indiana Fever are making waves as they gear up for a pivotal season, and the spotlight is firmly on the dynamic duo of Caitlin Clark and head coach Stephanie White. With the anticipation of a fresh start, fans are buzzing. Where are you watching from? And what are your thoughts on Clark's comeback? Let's dive into the latest developments surrounding this promising partnership. Last year, the Fever brought in White with a clear vision of maximizing Clark's immense potential. However, the 2025 season proved to be a frustrating one as Clark was sidelined for a significant portion due to injuries, appearing in only 13 games. But those days of uncertainty are behind her now. Clark is back, fully healthy, and ready to reclaim her spot as a dominant force in the league. The excitement is palpable as she approaches her third year in the WNBA, and with that, expectations have soared. White, who has already made her mark by leading the Fever to a Commissioner's Cup title and a deep playoff run, is equally eager to harness Clark's talent this season. Her ability to guide the team in Clark's absence showcases the depth of her coaching prowess. Now, with Clark back in the lineup, the Fever have the opportunity to elevate their game to new heights. The chemistry that's been building between them will be critical. White's experience combined with Clark's firepower could spell big things for the franchise. Interestingly, one of the few silver linings from Clark's injury-plagued season was the bond she developed with White and the coaching staff. During her recovery, Clark took on an unofficial role with the team, providing insights and advice from the sidelines. This unique collaboration allowed them to cultivate a relationship that is likely to benefit the Fever immensely this season. Reports indicate that White has fostered an environment where Clark's voice is valued, and that mutual respect is bound to translate into on-court success. In a heartwarming gesture that underscores their growing connection, Clark recently called out Coach White in a playful request regarding her new Fever jersey. When asked who she wanted to see on the back of her jersey, Clark didn't hesitate. She wanted it to read Stephanie White. But she didn't stop there. She also had a cheeky message for White's sons, urging them to run up her card and get jerseys for themselves as well. It's a light-hearted moment that reflects not only the camaraderie they share, but also Clark's commitment to the Fever family. The relationship between Clark and White is poised to be a cornerstone of Indiana Fever's success this season. The combination of Clark's talent and White's coaching acumen creates a potent formula for potential triumphs. As fans, we have every reason to be optimistic about what lies ahead. The Fever are on the brink of something special, and it will be fascinating to watch how this partnership develops over the course of the season. As we transition to our next segment, the Fever's journey continues to unfold with more intriguing stories and updates that fans won't want to miss. As the Indiana Fever dive headfirst into their preseason preparations, the air is thick with anticipation and speculation. Will the roster take shape in the way fans hope? It's a crucial time for the Fever as they work through early practices, focusing on systems, chemistry, and the relentless pace of professional basketball. This is not just any preseason. It's a pivotal moment where rookies like Justine Pissott are feeling the heat of expectations and the burden of balancing dual responsibilities. For the Fever, this stretch of the year is not merely about honing skills. It's about survival, competition, and proving oneself worthy of a spot on the roster. Each practice is a test, every rep a chance to shine, and the pressure is palpable. But let's not overlook the unique challenges faced by players like Pissott. Selected in the second round of the 2026 WNBA Draft, she's not just entering the professional arena. She's doing so while juggling the demands of her academic life at Vanderbilt University. Imagine that. One moment on the court, battling for a place among the elite, and the next, back to the books, managing assignments and deadlines. It's a delicate balancing act that adds layers to her already busy schedule. Pissott's situation isn't just about basketball adjustments. It's about navigating the complexities of life as a student-athlete, an experience that sets her apart from many of her peers in training camp. With a commendable final season at Vanderbilt, where she averaged 11.1 points for 0.5 rebounds and 2.3 assists per game, while shooting over 42% from beyond the arc, Pissott showcased her potential as a promising perimeter scorer. But transitioning to the WNBA means facing a faster game and physical competition that doesn't relent. This adjustment can be a daunting task for any rookie, but for Pissott, it's compounded by her commitment to academics. What does this mean for the Fever's expectations? It's essential for fans to recognize the dual journey Pissott is on. While she fights for a role on the team, she's also striving to maintain her academic standing, an admirable feat that speaks volumes about her character and determination. In an environment where every practice counts, her ability to manage these competing demands will be closely watched. As the Fever's coaching staff evaluates her performance, they must also consider the unique pressure she faces. Can she translate her collegiate success into a professional setting while staying on top of her studies? The answer could have significant implications not only for her future, but also for the Fever's roster composition as they look to build a competitive team. And let's not forget about Aliyah Boston, who is also under the microscope, dealing with her health issues. The Fever's coaching staff, led by Stephanie White, have a lot on their plate as they navigate these early days of training camp. It's a time filled with hope, uncertainty, and the promise of what could be. As we continue to follow Pissott's journey, we invite you to share where you're watching from and your thoughts on her situation. How do you see her balancing these dual roles? Will she thrive under pressure, or will the weight of expectations become too much? The Fever's future may very well depend on the answers to these questions. Now, let's transition smoothly into the next segment, where we'll dive deeper into the Fever strategies and how they plan to tackle the upcoming season. As we wrap up our coverage, let's dive into the latest developments surrounding the Indiana Fever as they prepare for an exciting 2026 season. The anticipation is palpable, and fans are eager to see how the new roster will shape up, especially after a revealing preseason match against the New York Liberty. This was the first chance for Fever supporters to get a glimpse of the future, albeit with some key players like Aliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, Ty Harris, and Damiris Danis sitting out. Still, the game was a valuable opportunity to assess the talent on the court and what it means for the upcoming showdown against the Dallas Wings on May 9th. One name that stood out was Raven Johnson, the Fever's first-round pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft. She made quite an impression, scoring 6 points on a flawless 3 of 3 shooting, along with contributing 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks in just 18 minutes. But let's be clear, Johnson's influence extends far beyond the numbers on the scoreboard. Her defensive prowess is elite. She's expected to be a cornerstone for the Fever, especially when star guard Caitlin Clark is off the court. During her time at South Carolina, Johnson was recognized as one of the nation's premier perimeter defenders. This skill set sometimes overshadowed her offensive contributions, but in that preseason game, she demonstrated her ability to orchestrate the Fever's high-octane, transition-heavy style of play. This is crucial for a team that thrives on speed and agility. Aliyah Boston, a focal point of the Fever strategy, highlighted Johnson's potential in a recent media session. "It's great. I'm so proud of her," Boston remarked. "I think Raven shows up every single day, and she's ready to work, and she's ready to win." Those words resonate deeply within the Fever community, as they reflect the culture of hard work and determination that this team is striving to build. When pressed on how Johnson could elevate the Fever, Boston continued, "I think her ability, one, to defend on ball and defend anyone on the floor, but also her ability to push the pace. Having Raven in there, pushing it the exact same way, I think is going to be really great for our team." This insight from Boston is not just optimistic. It's a strategic look at how the Fever can maintain their tempo and style, ensuring that they remain competitive in every matchup. The synergy between Johnson and Clark could very well become one of the defining aspects of Indiana's gameplay. By having 2 players who can push the pace effectively, the Fever can establish a rhythm that enhances their chemistry on the court. This is essential, especially as they navigate the ups and downs of the season. As we look ahead, it's clear that the Fever are in a transformative phase. The potential of their young players, particularly Johnson, combined with the experience of veterans like Boston, creates a hopeful outlook for the future. But we must also remain grounded. There will be challenges, and it's crucial for the team to maintain focus and cohesion. So, Fever fans, where are you watching from? Share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about Raven Johnson's debut and the overall direction of the team? Your opinions matter as we rally behind our Indiana Fever. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and insights as we gear up for the season ahead. Let's show our support and keep the conversation going. This is just the beginning.